welcome back to Storytime with Elijah. Today we're going to continue reading my book of Bible stories. So the chapter we'll be reading is Why They Lost Their Home and A Hard Life Begins. So let's begin. Why they lost their home. See what's happening now. Adam and Eve are being put out of this beautiful Garden of Eden. Do you know why? It is because they did something very bad, and so Jehovah is punishing them. Do you know the bad thing Adam and Eve did? They did something God told them not to do. God told them they could eat from the trees of the garden, but from one tree God said not to eat, or else they would die. He kept that tree as his own, and we know it was wrong to take something that belongs to someone else, don't we? Well, what happened? One day when Eve was alone in the garden, a snake spoke to her. Think of that! It told Eve to eat fruit from the tree from which God told them not to eat. Now, when Jehovah made snakes, he did not make them so they could talk. So this can only mean that someone else was making the snake speak. Who was that? It wasn't Adam, so it had to be one of the persons that Jehovah had made long before he made the earth. Those persons are angels, and we cannot see them. This one angel had become very proud. He began thinking that he should be a ruler like God, and he wanted people to obey him instead of obeying Jehovah. He was angel that made the snake talk. This angel was able to fool Eve. When he told her that she would become like God if she ate the fruit, she believed it. So she ate, and Adam did too. Adam and Eve disobeyed God, and that is why they lost their beautiful garden home. But someday, God will see it to the whole world is made as a pretty garden as the Garden of Eden. Later, we will learn how you share in making it this way. But now, let's find out what happened to Adam and Eve. A hard life begins. Outside the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve had many troubles. They had to work hard for their food instead of beautiful fruit trees. They saw lots of thorns and thistles grow. This is what happened when Adam and Eve disobeyed God and stopped being his friend. But worse than that, Adam and Eve started to die. Remember, God warned them that they could die if they ate fruit from a certain tree? Well, the very day that they ate, they began to die. How foolish they were not to listen to God! The children of Adam and Eve were all born after God put their parents out of the Garden of Eden. This means that the children would also have to grow old and die. If only Adam and Eve had obeyed God, life would have been happy for them and their children. They could all live forever in happiness on earth. No one would have to grow old, get sick, and die. God wanted people to live forever in happiness, and he promises that someday they will. Not only will the whole earth be beautiful, but all the people will be healthy, and everyone on earth will be a good friend with everyone else and with God. But Eve was no longer a friend of God, so when she gave birth to her children, it was not easy for her. She had pain. Being disobedient to God, Jehovah, certainly brought her a lot of sorrow. Don't you agree? Adam and Eve had many sons and daughters. When their first son was born, they named him Cain. They named their second son Abel. Oh, what happened to them? Do you know? A good son and a bad son. Look at Cain and Abel now. They have both grown up. Cain has become a farmer. He grows grains and fruits and vegetables. Abel has become a keeper of sheep. He likes to take care of little lambs. They grow up into big sheep, and so Abel soon has a whole flock of sheep to watch over. One day, Cain and Abel bring a gift to God. Cain brings some food he has grown, and Abel brings the best sheep he has. Jehovah is pleased with Abel and his gift. But he's not pleased with Cain and his gift. Do you know why? It is not just that Abel's gift is better. than Cain's. It is because Abel is a good man. He loves Jehovah and his brother. But Cain is bad. He does not love his brother. So God tells Cain that he should change his ways, but Cain does not listen. He's very angry because God liked Abel better. So Cain says to Abel, "Let us go over into the field." There, when they are all alone, Cain hits his brother Abel. He hits him so hard that he kills him. Wasn't that a terrible thing for Cain to do? Even though Abel died, God still remembers him. Abel was good, and Jehovah never forgets a person like that. So, one day Jehovah God will bring Abel back to life. At that time, Abel will never have to die. He will be able to live here on earth forever. Won't it be fine to get to know persons like Abel? But God is not pleased with persons like Cain. So after Cain killed his brother, God punished him by sending him far away from the rest of his family. When Cain went away to live in another part of the earth, he took with him one of his sisters, and she became his wife. In time, Cain and his wife began to have children. Other sons and daughters of Adam and Eve got married, and they also had children. Soon there were many people on this earth. Let's learn about some of them. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Please make sure to join me back for A Brave Man. Bye!